What's up, guys? Hey, we are here on Crosse, Wisconsin. Here on the mighty Mississippi this week, and so we actually took a second because the practice blog is back. Got Brody back with us after the long couple weeks off, and hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, man. We're out here. There's a lot of grass. There's a lot of different things going to change. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. So basically what's happening right now is the river is coming up. It's going to come up over like 4 feet over the next 4 days. So it sort of stinks a little bit because practice is not necessarily going to be exactly what you're going to see in the tournament. Especially when you got a big giant area of flats and grass like this. The grass is going to change every day, which is going to make it difficult. But if you can find groups of fish, that's the key word for this week. On the Mississippi River, it is not about a fish here, a fish there. It's about groups of fish, and obviously better than average size. So, you know, I'm probably going to fish a lot of topwaters today. It's cloudy, it's humid, and just perfect conditions for that. But I'm going to throw that topwater for the majority of the day, and I'm looking for groups. Hopefully I can show you a few like that, and we can shake a few off. We're on the chest here today. We got it might rain a little bit, but we're gonna have a little fun. Hopefully I can teach you a few things, and hopefully we can find some bass, because that's numero uno. Or this one, save. Okay. Got us a new trail ready for the day, and a backlash. Yep, it's all good. The only thing I like about this particular setup right now is that current getting higher and higher, or the water getting higher. There's a chance that current's gonna get good. When that current gets right, there's times that'll position those fish and get them set up right. It's the only thing that I thought, man, might be a good chance there's some bass to be had. But you had 4 foot of water on this sucker, it ain't gonna be no joke. You're really not gonna have, the only thing you're really gonna have the frog is either the bank or the mats. You'll see right here, I'm fishing a little mat. There's some duckweed, and duckweed is a great frogging little deal. And what the reason, it's like a whole bunch of little particles. So some of you guys who haven't seen this, I'm sure a lot of you have. There's a lot of, and this might be a little dark right now, it's pretty early. There's a lot of little particles, and what they do is they form little mats, and it makes it easy for those bass to come up there and actually get your frog a little bit easier. So duckweed is definitely one of my favorite types of vegetation to frog. I mean, you got a lot of pepper grass and different stuff in here. I'm not even sure half the vegetation. It's so much different stuff, but obviously some milfoil, some coontail. But the whole thing is, I feel like you have those little matted areas, and then you get this duckweed in the same little areas, and something about that duckweed that really gets those fish set up right, and they can blow up through it, and they feel like they really have an ambushing point. And a lot of it is, it's just not super thick. So when that frog's on top of that duckweed, those fish will sit there and just come up and get it. You don't have to go through nearly as much to get your frog. Son of a gun. Got a few of them sitting right here though. It's actually a good deal, because I bet you there'll probably be a few more sitting right here in the tournament. Current will be coming up here. The only problem about up here is you got to really catch a few of them to determine if they're bass. There's mudfish, there's pike, and you know, most of the time you can sort of get an idea. I mean, I'm pretty sure those were bass, just the way they're acting fickle. Those pike and mudfish are very seldom that fickle. For the most part, I would say they are pretty easy going. They aren't too picky. The bass look at that stuff and like, doesn't have a blue leg on it, I'm just gonna swat at it. If it would have a blue leg, I'd eat it. got this one. He actually got it too. But see how he got that sucker? Worked pretty good. Let's weigh these. Weigh him. I mean, he got it in the corner of the mouth. He got it good, but it was only like a, you know, typical bass. 2 pounds. 2 pounder. It's gonna get you a whole lot of nothing. This derby. Okay, guys. Sorry, my GoPro died, and in the midst of all that, I found him. So it's like, gosh dang, caught a 3 or 4 1/4. Caught a couple decent fish. Be a 3 1/4. There's one right there. I don't know if that's a. That might be a grinnell. Looks like. Yeah, it's a grinnell. Way you bit it like grinnell. There's not a lot. They just sort of. Sometimes it's a big largemouth. That's a grinnell. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. This is one of them nasty son of guns. The problem is you can't really get a hold of them that good because they're so dang, man, they're mean too. That's what I'm talking about right there. Grinnell, not the ones we want. But if you let go of my frog, that will be easy. Alright, you want to play that game? That was a pike. You guys seen that when I tried not to put the hook on him? Holy smokes, he got it. I don't know if we'll be able to see that one, but man, that was he was not messing around. Trying to find these bass though. And that's the problem, is like you'll get bit by mudfish, pike, and bass all at the same place. So you got to determine, all right, what the bass you're using. So you want to set the hook on a decent number of them, just to get an idea. But then you catch a big one, you're like, son of a gun. Because the mudfish look like, you know, big bass sometimes will look like a big mudfish, and then you're just like, gosh, that was a dang bass. But if you didn't know, you wouldn't go back. So you just like, at a certain point in time, chest match. Good thing is there's normally a lot of bass in these places, so you find you a couple of them little sneak holes though. Got a pretty obvious area right now. Gotta find one of them sneakier areas. There's one that blew up on it. I don't know if it was a bass. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. Pike. Mr. Pike. Boot him right out the boat. My dang boat's gonna be trashed by the end of the day. Okay, so morning, we found one little pod of them so far. Just trying to, you can see I'm not really spending a lot of time trying to work my frog real slow. I'm trying to cover as much water as possible. Because now this water's sort of low and you can run that frog and get them suckers to react on top water. Today, I don't know if that's a bass or not. That ain't no bass. Might be a mudfish. It's big. Whatever it is, it ain't no little one. Big old head shake on him. Oh, big old mud. Oh, that's a big old pike. Gosh almighty. That's how you talk, a mongo pike. Son of a gun broke me off. Mongo. Hey, will he cheer frog? God dang, I might have found me a couple little places I might be able to bust her ass. I caught the one on the clopper right here. Okay.
Yes, dude.
There's another one. Yeah. Gosh, it's big one, bub. Well, have not found really anything. I've started to fish a couple more backwaters and some grass. I've seen a few fish move. That's something that's really important when you're grass fishing, especially shallow, is paying attention to movements. Like there's some fish right here to my left. I might be able to sneak around the frog in front of them and get one and bite it. Maybe. I don't know if there's a bass or not. The way they're acting, they're not acting like bass. Well, it was. Yep. Paying attention. Little frog. Frog and actually maybe two pounder. See you, bud. It's weird how they're just like real. You've seen them move a little bit and they're real goofy right here. I don't know why. Sort of a weird deal. Real. Like they're eating dragonflies. Sometimes this bass, they'll get to where they're real keyed in on those dragonflies. It makes it super hard to get them to bite. Okay, we just got out of the water. Had a not a horrible day. A lot better than the Sabine River, that's for sure. Caught a lot of bass, a lot of small ones, pound and a half, 2 pounders. Those aren't really going to do anything for you. So let me turn these units off real quick here. And for the most part, I feel like this tournament it's going to be very difficult to figure out what you're going to do because the water is going to fluctuate so much. Water's going to come up. Water's staining up as we speak. So those fish that might have bit of topwater today might not bite it as well tomorrow. Might be more reaction, like a swim jig or a chatter based on more vibration, spinnerbait. Those might be main players. So we're gonna strap everything down, grab a bite to eat, and get a game plan for tomorrow. You guys will be with us. Hopefully we can figure something out. Yeah, windmill. I caught him off windmill. Big large one. Big large one. Yeah, it's raining his butt off. Like good enough, yeah. Yeah, lost my suspender. So I got the old school. Looks like goofball. I look like a little kid. Anyway, so far practice, day 2. It's been windy, it's been rainy, it's been a little cooler. Caught, found one little place, had a few fish. Just gotta see. Basically what I'm trying to do now is trying to sort of stick to one area. But sometimes I'll do that in practice. Most of the time I'm trying to run around and try to figure out if there's an area that's going down it. And then, but with this one, hold up, we gotta find. With this one I just want to spend my time, in a couple different areas, high percentage places, just trying to find, a pile of fish or just a small group of fish where you can go back and catch them. So with the conditions changing every single day and the water rising, I feel like that's the best bet for me to have a good tournament. So that's what we're going to do. Keep on fishing grass, frogging, flipping, swimming, jigging, trying to find us a couple bass. Big one right there, I think. Gosh, don't get in that weed. Yeah, that's a good large mouth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not bad. Not a big one, but a keeper. Let's see what he weighs. Official weight of this bass, 251. What I'm doing right now is fishing grass flat, and there's a lot of eel grass on this thing. So I'm just casting this buzzbait. It seems like they're on the current more now. I feel like it's sort of developed. Current's been a major player in what these fish are doing. They're definitely more on that current scene. Current places, they want to be around current. We had a couple really warm days prior to practice starting, and you know, I just didn't know how far along these bass were going to be up here, if they were still going to be in the backwaters or what they were necessarily going to be doing. And found out not real quick, but as practice has gone on, it seems as if current is a huge deal right now. And obviously there's a lot of current throughout the system just because the water and the rain and the level's supposed to come up. But at the same point in time, you know, those areas those fish are wanting to be around, there, you know, a lot of these fish are post spawn. I'd say 90% of these fish, what I would guess, would be post spawn right now. So sort of one of those deals, if they want to be around that current, but they don't have to work as hard, or they can just sit in behind a grass clump or a lay down and just sit there, and when something comes out, just eat it, you know. Makes them do a lot less work. These are river fish, so they don't want to have to work too hard. They already work hard enough to sit in current and fight that all day. And that's really a lot of what you got to understand with. And it could change. It's going to probably change day to day. And that's what's tough about this one, is the water level is probably not going to stay consistent. So you're going to have to, you know, they might be out here today, but then the water comes up, and then these are not, you know, these mats are no longer here, and then you're going to have to slide in. I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking. So, but they're going to have to push. The only thing that could really stink in this area, this water's actually fairly clean. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but this water's pretty clean. So the only thing that can really mess this up more than anything, water coming up is not going to mess it up completely, because they'll probably just push in further in the grass and, you know, all that. But dirty water could be a huge negative in a lot of people's areas right now, because I feel like that is something that definitely could affect someone. Found a little group right there towards that deal. The only place we have not spending time, I feel like, it's going to be in them chutes and in that canal. I feel like I need to go flip something, do something different. I'm getting to where I'm getting too crazy, stir crazy frog in this crap the whole time. Oh man, I'd like to see what that was. Pretty sure that's a big bass. I haven't been able to get bit off wood. Got that one. lot of like 2, 2.25s up here. I'll tell you that right now. Get a little shoot. It's got a lot of. I think they're all like 2, 2.25s. Stop it. Stop it. Buddy, all right, listen. 218. Maybe. Get a little lucky, you know, you might catch a 3-pounder doing that. I don't know. It's a pretty little place. That. Big, actually. Where are you going? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Okay, so second day practice wrap up. Take my little kitty life jacket off. Caught a couple bass. Tried to put the chesty on. Show you guys a few fish. Had some fun. The biggest thing that I feel like was different was I realized how much those fish really wanted to be in the current. I obviously knew the smallmouth were going to be there, but not necessarily the largemouth. There were some places where the current was running 1.4, 1.5 miles an hour, and I was catching largemouth. So that's going to be interesting. It's just going to depend on how high that water ends up getting. That really determines what we need to do. So putting some rods up, probably re-rig, get ready for tomorrow. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Matt Lee's pup over there just hanging out. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.
He's fine. He's just protective. Yeah, exactly. He's a mama's baby.
You're freaking running non-stop. You ain't stopped. You finished that open too. Yeah. Oh, I would be. Oh. Hey, Brock's been fishing hard. That sucker's been fishing 4 days at Sabine, fished 2 days at that open, then he had to go all up. Ooh. These long days will kill you.
Yeah, I've only been. He took no shower.
That's when you know you're in the slop, or you've been boat flipping a whole bunch in the grass. You got grass all over your boat. Grass and braid. I wonder what I'm doing. All right, we were ready. Burned 17 gallons in 2 days. Man, I don't think I've done that in a long time. Oh, not again. Yep, back to pushing. Wasn't trying to even get into some sneak hole or nothing. I thought maybe the water coming up might help me out. Guess not. Oh, let's get all these sandbars out of the way before this derby starts. This motor up, maybe I can get it off. We ain't gonna chance that. So basically, you got a little sand brake that goes on out there. You might not be able to see the brake, but you can see them logs. Those logs are not in much deep water. We're gonna have to go run back to that chute. Also, I'll tell you what happened. No joke. I don't know. I didn't even look at my. I threw my frog out there, one bites, I set the hook. Frog comes flying back. Wasn't wearing my sunglasses. Of course, hits me right in the corner of the eye. So if I have a black eye tonight, you'll know why. Got beat up by a frog. Getting stuck on sandbars and getting hit in the eye today has not been that great of a day. Hit in the eye by a frog. Let's go find some bass. Being lazy. We're in no water. Clear that off for you. Maybe you can see the break. Now the problem is sand breaks is they go out and then they go up. So if we can get over, we're gonna find out. You can see that little current seam right there. We're saying that's gonna be the one that gets us if we can get past that little seam. Be all right. Actually, we need to make a couple casts right here after we get off it. How will we get, I think?
Where your jersey at?
A ding. I don't even know how to work. I don't even know how to work all this.
Jay Wills, throw that top on that crazy glue right there for me, please, so it don't dry out. What to do is take a knife and poke it in the top one time.
Let me see them. Right here. In the spot.
Oh my God! You ain't had that many.
Move.
What you
Move all this. I got to see this. Unbelievable. You like that thing?
That's a good frog.
Yeah, good frog?
Fred's frog's a good frog. Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
I got frogs in there that are tournament frogs. I got frogs in there that are practice frogs. Got a few frogs. That's just one of them. It's like crankbaits. You got to have multiple.
Oh
different.
my God.
What you looking at? They're all
I
soft.
want these.
Why do you want one of them?
I want one of these.
It costs $10.
You out of your mind.
Dude, that's what they cost.
Well, I'll give you $10.
Why did I get that? Why do you want him?
I want one.
All right, I'll give you this one. All right.
No, I want this.
Give me $10 cash.
No, I want this one.
Cash money. I want cash money. $10 right now. You know.
You got no frogs?
I got 3 boxes on my boat. That's 1 box.
Told me about your tackle.
Yeah, he cracks on me because I ain't got no tackle.
I spent a lot of money on tackle because I like it though, and because these gosh darn pikes stole 10 of my frogs. Some of them.
You find something that meet the bank, there's going to be a slack spot right
Solid.
there. You pull up to them. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I pulled up to 3 the other day. Peckerhead, ran the next one. Peckerhead, ran the next one. 280, 250, big one left. I went, damn.
On them.
A ding. A ding.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. A ding. A ding. A ding. A ding.
That is what's gonna happen.
He ain't gonna hit that on Bass Live this week though. He's gonna say, ding.
No, I'm gonna go a ding. I'm gonna roll with that.
A ding.
Well, you think I'm gonna be on Bass Live, don't you?
You like Bass Live. That's his goal, is to get on Bass Live every tournament.
I've been on it a couple times.
You married to the game.
Very good game, man. You gotta be.
Sold his soul to the fish gods. Soul's doing this right now. To the fish gods.
I'm calm.
Hey, you're straight chill. Me too, because you don't have any expectations. I felt that way so many times last year, dude. Like at St. Clair, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had a bad practice.
Yeah. He wouldn't get you nothing. He
was
literally,
terrible.
hold on. I gotta tell him. This sucker literally, I pull up, I come back from Erie, and literally, no joke, I see Joe Lee. And Joe's like, I was like, man, what's Connell doing? He said, yeah, I seen Connell like 30 minutes ago. This is like, this is.
Rewind. I had 18 pounds on day one.
Day one, he did.
A
He did.
ding. Little baby bag up there. Anyway, meanwhile.
18 pounds, you were in like 35th place. Anyway, listen. Day 2, Connell was struggling. What do you have, 1 bass? Or no, you had 0.
Listen, I almost flipped my boat. I ran out of the river, and I jumped from here to that mountain over there. Whoa! My marshal's in the air going. We finally land, and then I shut the motor off. I got very fortunate that I didn't break my boat in half. Live wells were not even wet. I had no water in them. It's 1 p.m.
All right, let me tell this then. So, I pull up. I just come back from here. I pull up there on some flat. Joey's out there. I seen him fishing around. And I said, man, you got him? He said, yeah, you know, he's got, that's when he had like 25 or something. Anyway, I said, man, you seen Connell? He said, yeah, he had 0 bass. And like 2 o'clock, he's doing it 3:30. So I get in there, and you know, I check Bass Track once I get in. I look on Bass Track, and literally Connell's at 17.5 pounds. I'm like, man, Joe, I said, what the hell happened? I said, what the heck? And he said, man, I swear you didn't have 0 bass. He rolls in, he caught 5 big ones, and like he caught like a 5 and a 4.
No. I pulled up with 32 minutes to fish. I told my marshal, I said, buddy, I hate to do it, man. We got it. I said, Marshall, we got to go. So I said, hey, Marshall. Didn't know his name. I said, Marshall, if you watch this, man, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I said, Marshall, I know I almost flipped the boat, but we got to run out there. 10 miles out into the lake, and there's 4-footers. So I plow out there, and I got 32 minutes to fish. I pulled up out there on one little spot. I caught a 5-pounder in practice. I pulled up. Zzz. 5-1. Threw right back out there. Zzz. 5-pound, 2-ounce smallmouth. I said, well, there's 10 pounds. Threw them in live well. That's only 2 bass. Zzz. 3-pounder. Zzz. 2-pounder. 2-pounder. And then I sat there, and I was like, man, I'd love to catch one more. Cool. Bzz, 2.5. I said, dude, we got 5 minutes. We got to go. I came back with 30 seconds left. A ding.
I made the cut.
And made the cut.
Made the cut. That dude, I was so surprised. I was like, dang, Connell.
Hey, I pulled a rabbit out of a hat in that one. That's making moves, though. I could have went out down in flames out there with JoJo. Joe's sitting on 5-pounders, and I'm like, bruh. I said, oh my God, you got 25 pounds, I've got 0 pounds. Sometimes it be like that, though.
Sometimes it be like that.
You gonna throw your frogs more?
I want a derb.
Listen,
when I was
hey, that's
14.
a sketchy deal. You could get no bites, or you could get some bites. You never
No,
know.
I mean, you put him in your hand and you don't put him down.
Listen.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
But I did that today for 3 hours and only caught 2.
If I could weigh in 5 on him,
You better watch out.
they're gonna be 5 goodies.
Nah, that'd be like 5 2.5 pounders.
Well, yeah, them for me, them is damn good ones.
Hey, 5 2.5 pounders.
I'll be happy. I mean,
You
You go home.
get a quick trip to South Dakota with your boy.